I told her, you are my goat. Eminem is you, Eminem, Drake, J. Cole, Biggie. You're number one.
Their favorite show, and then she was like, Gossip Girl. I'm like, dang, yo.
Hello, fellow podcast listeners. Gossip Gilly here. From many sources, I found some very interesting topics. All you need to do is stay and find out.
Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome back to another Gossip Gilly podcast. We're your hosts, Pogi, Vaughn, and then me, Gilly. And today we got a special guest. And our special guest is AJ.
What's up, guys?
AJ,
Thanks for having me.
AKA Blitzkey.
Yep. So on today's episode, we're gonna be interviewing AJ, and he is a true XG fan, guys. If you guys didn't know,
Okay.
an OG. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Dude, I've been waiting for this conversation for a while, honestly.
Yeah.
Blitzkey, AJ met Peony already in our group, met Lydia already, so if he finally he could meet you guys, so I'm excited for this.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah.
You guys
I'm
went to
hoping I could, man. Yeah, I met Pogi first.
Yeah,
actually the
let's start with the story, from the beginning.
Oh, all right.
Who
Just move the
wants to
timeline
start it
back.
though? Who wants to start it though? Pogi or AJ? Like, who
All right,
wants to start
we're gonna put the timeline back to exactly 1 year ago.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
That's 1 year ago. You know how I found out it's 1 year ago? It's because my Alphaz annual just resubscribed. So yeah, there goes like what $80 out of my bank.
I
Anyways.
know.
Oh, you got that special card, no? That special platinum card?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Before
Alright.
we actually start this though, for some of our viewers who are not, into the K-pop scene or the Asian music scene, Gilly, explain XG. Who is XG? Who are we talking about? What is
Oh my God,
connecting
sorry to be like that.
all of us here?
Oh
Yes,
my
we have
gosh, I want to hear
actually have
this.
to-
Explain,
we have to
okay,
explain, because you never know. Some of these viewers might not
Okay,
know.
try
what
to
we're
not mess
talking
this
about.
up. Okay, so Good Night Legion, we used to be like gaming and doing content together, but then we switched to reacting to music videos or just any videos in general. And then we started to react to K-pop music. And I believe XG might have been the first ones that we reacted to at first, right?
One of the first groups.
Yeah.
Liddy actually, she was like, we should check out this group. It's a Japanese group, but they like perform in Korea, so we check them out. I think it was only me, Gilly, and Lydia that reacted to it.
Yes.
Vaughn, I think you weren't there, but I think after that it was like, holy shoot, like this is something I would listen to every day,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And then I think we spent the next few weeks reacting to their videos and then like their performances of the same song. Because back then, if you guys didn't know, I think they only had 1 or 2 songs out. Or
It was
3.
like
Yeah.
three. It was Tippy
Yeah.
Toes, Mascara, and Left Right.
Wait, what did
Yeah.
you start with though?
Oh,
Was it left, right? Yeah,
Left,
so
right,
we started
right,
with left,
yeah.
right. Yeah. So XG is a little bit different in the sense, well, to me, it was a little bit different from K-pop group because it had a little like 2000 R&B flavor in left, right, and that's what caught me, and it probably caught Pogi too. That
for
we
sure.
were kind of like, that's why we're kind of like, oh, I'd be down with this. So, and then yeah, so when they reacted to it and I watched their music video, I was just like, oh, this group is a little bit different.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that kind of started everything. Anyways, continue. Sorry, Gilly, just to expand on it.
No, I think that was it, no?
Good job, Gilly.
It started
No.
there? Okay, yeah.
No,
yeah,
no, but
started
I remember that day or that weekend after we recorded that reaction. I told Lydia, I was like, Lydia, I just spent a whole weekend looking at everyone's reactions to this because usually I don't really watch others' reactions until like I watch Left Right. I was like, you know what? They're feeling the same love that I'm feeling right now, like their music. So I'm like, I think I'm addicted to their music, man. And because like at that time I only listened to Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, Eminem, Blink-182. That was my freaking like rotation. And now that we listen to Asian music, actually has been on top of the the list now. So yeah.
I will say though that XG probably it was the entry drug for Pogi because that's when his Asian music arc started. It literally like all of a sudden it was XG. It was like it was all these other K-pop groups started.
I never really listened to like K-pop or any Asian music besides like BTS, but or a little bit of Blackpink. But like XG was like okay. I could understand their music.
yeah. I know
it's relatable.
Exactly what you mean, man. It's like, oh, English.
Yeah. When did you start listening to XG? I know we talk AJ, but when for the people who don't know, like when was the last, like the first time you ever listened to XG?
I came from a very similar background as you guys too. I was part of a collective. We do like streaming and like music and all the other stuff. But yeah, shout out to the Bill fan, by the way.
Deville, dude, that's small world, man.
Small world, like you don't know like how much people that we know within like that area within content creation inside Twitch and all that. Because formerly I used to be on Twitch like almost every single day since even before the pandemic. So that was mainly like my whole thing, like online, was just to play games and like connect with other people who are streaming as well. Throughout that past year, I kind of like strayed away from it because I kind of got bored of just literally doing the same thing, right? We went to Twitchcon, we met all these people, but like, where do you go from here? So for me, like, I started to like expand my horizons and stuff. Like, you know what? This year, I'm gonna go into K-pop. I'm gonna see what's this all about because people go wild on it, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I was also scared. I'm like, I actually don't feel like I should like be part of a fandom because it's like they go pretty wild out there. So before XG, I was listening to like Eugene's and the Seraphim and all this stuff, and they were really cool music. I was like hooked on it, and then next thing you know, I was just looking through my related videos on YouTube, and XG just keeps popping up. And it was 2 songs. It was Left Right and Shooting Star, but it wasn't the music video. It was their stage performance, like their live performance on their official channel. So I started clicking on that, and immediately I just got hooked, like right away. Like I didn't know what it was. It was like, dude, this is amazing. Like, and then from there, I was like, I just tried to go deeper and deeper into like that rabbit hole, and I started seeing like reaction videos, and like that pretty much opened up a whole new door of like that side of content creation. I'm like, wow, people like react to videos, like music videos and all that,
right? Yeah.
I'm like, this is actually pretty cool and stuff. And then later on, that's when I got to see XG for the first time in New York, and I was also part of the app around that time too, so I was able to connect with the people within the app after the show, and that's what got me into this group that was there from the very beginning, that formed into OGA, Original Alphaz, at that time. And from there on, everyone started to like come together, and then Pogi showed up, started talking to him. So back, going back to Head in the Clouds LA, like I seen Pogi, I seen his videos and stuff. I talked to him for a bit, but I went up to him in person. I'm like, yo, everyone from OGA is like, hang out here, man, come through.
What was that at the store?
It was in that lounge area, that surf club place.
I remember seeing you for the first time at we were waiting in line to get.
Oh, right. Yeah,
I was like,
walking.
AJ, yeah.
Yeah,
because I always see your name on Discord.
Yeah, so they got the merch line, and they have like the fan booth line, which is like in 2 different areas, right? So people were like bouncing back, like, where do we go first? Like, do we get the merch or do we go to the fan club booth? So I ran into Pogi. He was in line for the merch. He was like 2 lines ahead of me. So like as like the lines were like going back and forward, I was able to talk to him. Like, yo, what's up, Pogi? And then like, I don't know. From there on,
we kind of bonded there. We're like, we talked about basketball, we talked about XG. It was fun, man. It was I wish you guys came too.
Yeah,
I wish everyone came through.
Were you both in the VIP area?
Yeah,
I would do that again.
Yeah, we would do it again. I would do it again.
I would sell my Drake ticket again.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. But that's funny. Like again, it happened. just as a little bit of background, a lot of the times, like even with me, we were in the same place, breathing the same air. Like
Yeah.
me and Gilly were in the same room for TwitchCon, like in San Jose, and we didn't know. And he made. Did you make the video or was my video? I forgot which video it was. I think it was my video.
It was your video.
It was my video. And then he was in my video in San Jose. I didn't know him at the time. I didn't meet Gilly until TwitchCon in San Diego. So it was crazy. It was like, so just like this is funny. We were all in the same area and we didn't really know each other. Or
in New York.
you and Bogey didn't know each other until LA. So
random question: which TwitchCon did you go to?
You talking to me or?
Oh yeah,
AJ.
AJ.
I went to San Diego 2 years ago.
Oh,
Was it 2 years ago?
We were there too.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you
God,
guys, you guys were there too, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's insane, actually.
Did you have any favorite streamers at the time, or did you meet any big streamers? when you were there?
I wasn't really like into meeting like the big streamers and stuff. I was basically just wanting to meet all the friends we made throughout the whole pandemic and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was a cool part. But
Yeah.
I got to meet some pretty cool people. Like I didn't have to go to the panels. Like I got to see Valkyrae, Nicewig, Gina Darling, you know,
Yeah.
and yeah, they were pretty cool. Like just seeing them, like without having to be like in line for them, they're just casually just walking around. Just say what's up to them, right?
Yeah.
Poggy met Valkyrae, right? Poggy.
Yeah. That was a whole mission, man. That was a whole mission. We got a whole video on that.
Dude,
That was
I
a whole
remember-
mission on that one.
I remember like the day before or like the weekend before TwitchCon, I was like, I'm manifesting that I'm gonna meet Valky, and it
He
like
said this all weekend.
like manifestation is real. So yeah, think positive and it's gonna happen for real.
and there was a little bit of heartbreak too. We were like we just happened to come across this like impromptu line for Valkyrie, and we were like, "Oh, it's happening, Poey! It's happening!"
I was about to leave too.
And then we were about to leave, and then all of a sudden we were like moving, and then it was like she was gone, and it was like, "Oh no!"
And then we saw her at the.
Was it the next day or the same day?
It was the same day. We saw her at the
Artist Alley.
Raider.
Artist Alley,
Yeah.
That's where I saw that.
Yeah, someone messaged us and
Dude,
was it in the Discord or something?
Wait, did you see her at? Did you take a picture with her at the Artist Alley as well?
Yeah. I had, like,
dude, we were
Yeah,
there.
No, what the heck?
Hassan was there too, and everyone was there, right? Dogwood was there.
Yeah.
Bro, legit, we were like probably next to each other. If I look at my picture right now, you're probably right next to me.
Yeah.
I bet you're in the video. I might have them.
I might be in the video, man.
Yeah.
No, this is crazy. No, it's kind of crazy how the world is. I feel like it's fate. Like we should be friends. Like, I feel like that's it, bro. Like even before OG, like before we even XG, like I've just found out when AJ was here, we kind of have we kind of connect through our youth group. So
it was so funny because like when I was talking to Pogi for the first time, I'm like, dude, I'm talking like I met this person already.
right.
And then later on, we found out like we know people. We
have a lot of mutuals.
We grew up with a lot of mutuals.
Yeah. Because I used to travel a lot. I used to like do a lot of mission trips. So met a lot of people. So we have the same mutuals.
Part of the youth group.
Part of the youth group. Yeah. But yeah. But going back to XG, I just want to know, like, since like they've been producing a lot of songs, you have like what's your like on repeat right now? Like if you could have like 4 songs, what's on repeat right now?
4 songs. It would be Woke Up, Left Right, Shooting Star, and I don't really have a third song. Those are my top 3 songs, honestly. Woke Up, Shooting Star, and Left Right.
Dang, really?
Mm-hmm.
How about you? How about everyone else? Gilly?
Oh. Yeah, Left Right, Shooting Star. I think You Dance and Something Ain't Right.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Vaughn?
It's actually the same thing, dude.
Yeah.
Which one?
Something ain't right has been my repeat like over and over
Something ain't
again.
right. Yeah, something ain't right. New Dance, and then Left, Right, and Shooting Star.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you those, you know?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I guess for me for today, like I don't know, for some reason trampolines have been stuck in my head today. So I'm gonna put trampoline right now. New Dance, Something Ain't Right, and I Woke Up right now. It's not my like that's not all time favorite, but that's what I'm like on repeat right now.
Yeah.
In my head. In my
Right.
head.
Yeah.
Would you
But
include
yeah.
the XG tapes?
I would include XG tapes. I would include.
Okay.
Yeah, I would too. I would too.
I would too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What do you think is your favorite music video of all of them?
Ooh.
It gets better and better, honestly.
As long as it gets better and better. I really liked how Woke Up is like it's a whole like visual treat. Like you just like pause at every single moment of video. It's like it's a wallpaper for you.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And that goes the same with like Girl Gang. Girl Gang too. Girl Gang
yeah.
is if Girl Gang was a full video, that would have been my favorite one too.
That is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I remember that moment where like it was after Left Right and we're like waiting for like a really like a song. And it took a couple like it took a while for a new song and Girl Gang came out. And I was like, okay, this music video is freaking crazy. Like all the visuals, like there was so much money put into this. This is freaking great. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All the video production to it was freaking crazy. Everyone looked freaking like, yeah, it was crazy. I think that's like one of our most like viewed videos too on YouTube too.
Girl Gang?
Yeah.
I think Girl Gang, yeah. One of the top ones.
How about Yvonne? What's your favorite music video?
New Dance.
New Dance?
Because I kind of like the videographer in me likes that
That
going
kind of style.
outdoors and shooting. Yeah. I'm like, hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not like against green screen and all that stuff. Like, there's a place for that and everything. But just for me, that's just my preferences. Like, So, and it was a really fun video. Like, like if you watch it, it's just good vibes, right? You know?
Yeah.
So,
Actually, for both of them, because there's like two different New Dance videos. Like, they're both shot in a similar way, where like they didn't really rely on special effects other than like a couple stuff. But I get what you mean. It's really cool.
Yeah, I think mine would be Puppet Show. Yeah, that snowy theme, kind of like Star Wars Dune vibes, you know?
Yeah. That one seems to like kind of like tell a story than most music videos. You know, it has like a much more deeper meaning to it. Like a lot of people are like creating theories and all that, trying to find out like, what does this mean, and like why is she like up there with like,
Well, that was like for a couple of videos, right? Like even New Dance also, right? Oh yeah. At the end, right? They're like, "Oh, the mothership." It's like, what's going on?
Yeah, they added like all connected, lore into it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little lore that I like. Honestly, I don't know myself. Although someone should have it somewhere, right? Like some fan has put this lore together. Someone in the comments, link us to like someone who's actually put this lore together. So how many concerts have you now gone to?
Ooh, starting from
Ask your wallet.
I haven't looked for my wallet recently. Let's see. I'm just gonna name from
or live shows, live
from the beginning.
Shows.
So starting from New York Hand of Clouds, LA Hand of Clouds, KCON, Abu Dhabi, Japan Showcase.
How many in Japan?
Well, Japan Showcase, and then back to Japan again for the first house. So you added that by 3, so that's like 8. Yeah, 8 times. I got this unit 8 times.
Do you have any like favorite stories?
Ooh, there's like a story for every single one. It's crazy. Like, starting from New York, which is probably like my least favorite because I was in the middle of the pit, so I didn't get to see the girls other than like the person in front of me's phone, like,
Oh.
up in the
Oh.
air.
Yeah, that was one issue at that.
Yeah. I was there like when it opened, so I was in town nearby, but I wasn't like there early enough to be online. So I was there when the doors opened, and I just ended up being in the middle, but I couldn't advance any more forward than that. So my whole experience was just pretty bad at that part.
Yeah.
But I was able to listen to the girls. I got to see I still get to see them, but it's just there's just people standing in front of me. They're not even moving. They're just standing there because they're waiting for like the artists after them. Like if you're not gonna vibe to the
Who's
music.
after them? Who's after them again? It was someone
that?
popular too, I think.
Was
It might be
Ian?
it might be DPR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
both
Yeah,
DPR.
DPR.
Yeah.
But that performance
Yeah.
was special though because it was our first in the United States show.
Yeah.
And not gonna lie, when we got there and I was hearing it was like eavesdropping, hearing who they're there for, and I hear XG, I'm like, okay, this is real.
Yeah.
This love is real.
Yeah, and then you look around and you're like, holy jeez, I was just like, everyone's like
Like the
singing.
whole stadium was like filled
Yeah.
up, And
Yeah.
going back to a couple months ago when me and Bogey went to Hand Clouds, New York, it just wasn't the same. It wasn't the
Oh
same.
yeah, we went there and it was like we got good seats though. We got good seats though.
We have good seats. But looking from the overall view of what the attendance is,
Yeah.
just
It wasn't
wasn't the
filled up.
same. It was like half. It was half filled.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I remember
but-
it was
yeah.
filled for XG. I
Yeah.
always
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that clip from I forget whose video is from. It's from backstage. It was Shooting Star.
Yeah.
It was echoing. Everyone
Yeah.
was singing to it, and that's always my favorite clip ever.
Yeah.
It shows how amazing they are, and also how much love they got from the fans too. It was beautiful, beautiful to watch.
Yeah, that was their huge global impact, their first time making presence within the States. So yeah, that one was super special because it's we were watching all the stuff that led up to it, and got to experience them perform for the first time, and then we got to see the behind the scenes of what happened after they finished performing and stuff. Super emotional.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
was
one
one of
was
my favorite videos.
Yeah, that was a really good experience for XG and overall, just being in the States. But personally, for me, it just wasn't my favorite because I didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why the Hand Accounts LA, Poggy knows this. Dude, I'm gonna make it to the front.
Yeah, you did, and you
I'm
did,
gonna make it to the front.
and you did.
I'm not gonna spend it. What was it? $600, $700?
It was $800, bro. It was $800.
Oh, damn, just me.
I was just being real with you. It's making around $800.
Yeah. It was 800, right? So, yeah, dude, we went to the front, and then we made history again. As a group, as a collective people of Alphas, that there weren't really many at that time, right? We were getting as much Alphas as we can, and we were handing out these what was it? These signs that saying "Happy Birthday to Maya" and all that, right?
Oh.
Yeah. We passed it around from the VIP side to the other side, and then we pretty much coordinated the whole 3, 2, 1 happy birthday thing. Shout out
And she
to
noticed
Chanda. Yeah, and she
Yeah,
noticed
yeah.
it. And yeah, earlier today in Bangkok, they did the same exact thing.
They
They
did.
said "Happy Birthday to Maya," and
Oh no.
yeah. So there's a clip of it. It's pretty wholesome, but yeah, that was probably one of my favorite moments, was to show them that you got support out here in the States. Even though we're so small, we made a huge impact, and then look at them now. Everyone loves them.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember
Yeah.
how hot that day was.
Dude, we were worried about you, Poggy. We were
It
like,
was
we were
super
like,
hot,
even
dude.
Lydia, we were watching, and we were like, oh, I hope Poggy's okay.
It was
For Hand
so
Accounts?
hot. It was
Yeah.
hot. There was no clouds.
Did you stay in the crowd the whole time?
No, shout out to you guys for holding the spot.
Because I keep turning around, it's one of our guys, and then they were like, "Oh, you wanna switch spots?" I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm not leaving the spot."
yeah.
But they were giving
Sure.
us water at the front, so
Yeah, shout out
that's
to
good.
shout out to you guys because y'all had a great spot. We were having teamwork with the umbrellas, the parasol. We had
Yeah.
teamwork with the ice too. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
You made it It wasn't
Yeah.
that bad.
We made
but that whole
an
day was
alliance.
bad.
We made an alliance with the Atarashi Gakko people because they were there too. We're like, hey,
Yeah.
we'll let you enjoy your moment, but when XG comes, you gotta scoot onto
Switch
the back.
spots. Yeah. It was nice. We end up doing it too. So like, I had
Mhm.
no problems with anyone. I think everyone had a great time.
Yeah, that's the thing with festivals. It's like you wanna get the best experience, so you gotta work with people around you,
Yeah.
and to get to see who you want to see.
Yeah. I remember our journey in Head of the Clouds right before.
In New York. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
Have you
God.
heard? Do you know this, AJ?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch the video.
Yeah. So we all had tickets to see XG at Head of the Clouds, right?
Right.
But when we're trying to scan our tickets, we noticed that one of the tickets is missing.
Ooh.
Just one of us, because one person bought it for all of us.
It was Liddy. Say the name.
Oh,
Just say
sorry.
be real.
Sorry, Liddy. Sorry, Liddy. And we're wondering, and I'm like, Liddy, give me the phone. Let me try to call like customer
Was it-
service. And I'm like on the
Yeah.
phone for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They answered, and then they hung up. And I'm like panicking. It's like, guys, how are we gonna get in? And then eventually we did get back to customer service, and they
Mhm.
told us one of the tickets was for Saturday.
So we
we're
had
missing.
three Sundays and one Saturday, which was
No
Saturday was
way.
already over.
Yeah, and I think we're outside like for a good hour or so, trying to figure
Yeah.
out how we're gonna get inside or find a ticket. But
Yeah.
luckily, Lady found someone on
On Twitter.
Twitter
On
who was
Twitter.
selling
Yeah.
a ticket.
Yeah.
But if
For a
that
cheap
didn't happen,
price.
Mm.
how much was
Yeah.
it?
It was cheap. It was cheaper than what we paid, I think.
Yeah, because it was only one day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we weren't sure. We were like, oh, this
This could be a scam.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
guys
thought
could
it was like, make
go.
sure you
You
screen
guys go
record.
in. I'll just wait out here while you guys are chilling inside.
No, but shout out to your cousin, Poggy. This is your cousin, yeah?
My god sister's best friend.
God sister, yeah. She was kind of cool with everything.
Yeah.
Whether it happened or not, or she's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. So
Actually, now that I think about it, before I got the VIP for Anaconda's New York at that time, I had the regular ones. I had two regular ones. And I think no, the day before, that's when I upgraded. Or the 2 days before that, I upgraded. I'm like, you know what? This is
Yeah.
XG. You go there
Right.
before. So yeah, I had two extra tickets.
Damn it.
I knew you guys. Yeah.
Hey, it's okay. We know each other now.
Yeah.
If I ever need anything, I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
My god, dude, that was a year ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
God.
There was a whole sea of people like under the sun. And yeah, actually they did like TGIF for the first time over there. They brought out the lab.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
yeah. Actually, that's what I was surprised at, because I at most festivals, like usually it's like a set of songs they sing, and then that's kind of it. But it was almost a little bit like a mini concert production, and I was just like, oh, this is actually pretty dope. I'm like, they're like, they had like they had a wardrobe change, and they had the video in the back. I was like, hey, this is actually not like that. Like, they got a good set, like they allowed them to do, and I was just like, this is
that's
pretty
the one
cool.
thing I noticed from like XG is like they give you like a whole experience. They don't really like half-ass things. So yeah, just like you said, they have like the whole VCR screen in the back, and then they would have the backup dancers. They would have costume changes and stuff, and then they would do like what do you call it, the covers, like the tapes.
Yeah,
like you don't really see that as much within like a small like time frame, because they were only given like 35 minutes of like actual like time. But they managed to bring that whole experience like all compressed into one and just make it like the most memorable thing ever. And I'm pretty sure like the promoters, like the people who run the events like in Anaconda, they weren't expecting like all this stuff happening. So pretty much
no,
like,
they were all on the side. I remember like for no offense to the other artists, right? It was usually empty on the right side, right? And then when XG came out, it was full.
packed.
Like you couldn't
It was
see up the
full.
back. And any other artist, you can see the back of the stage, right
Yeah.
through. For XG, you couldn't see the back because so many people were like kind
Yeah,
of
you-
checking them out.
Yeah, you have the head guy, Sean, you know, the guy who runs 88 Rising. He was just
Yeah.
watching in the back. You have some of the artists from performing before watching them too. It was just,
Yeah.
it was crazy. But yeah, like no one really expected him to like freaking blow up just like immediately, just within those like less than an hour. They just made a huge impact.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's
But in Japan,
in Japan.
any stories that's like first thing in your mind, like you want to share from Japan? Because I haven't. I think I was trying to save up for Japan, but I was like, this is not gonna work out. But
Yeah.
You almost went to Philippines too.
I almost went to the
Oh.
Philippines.
Oh, you
Yeah,
should have,
my
man. You
fault.
should have.
I know, but there's so much going on, like so much traveling in my own personal life. But yeah,
Yeah. So
How about Japan?
in Japan, that was like my first experience of going to a place where everyone is a fan of XG.
it's great.
You know, because before that, even before Japan, I went to Abu Dhabi, and Abu Dhabi was like a music festival of its own, but like it wasn't really like not many people knew XG. It was mainly like N-hyphen people and all that, right? So it was me, Chris, and a couple alphas were like the only ones holding it down. Managed to get to the front, and you know we still showed like you know presence, let them know that we're there. But going to Japan, everyone is there for XG. You know, there's only one artist you wanted to see, right?
Yeah.
So my most memorable thing from my Japan trips was just meeting like all the J alphas, because that's when you started feeling like, man, you're a part of the fandom. People recognize you from the fandom. Well, obviously because I'm not Japanese and like everyone else around me is Japanese, so they would approach us and they would like, you know, say like, "Yeah, I seen you on YouTube." I'm like, "What? I've only been like in only 2 videos, right?" It was usually, yeah, it's like usually like Nate and Chris and stuff, right? But you know, I was surprised like people would come up to me, and then yeah, everyone was just exchanging gifts, which is like probably the coolest thing ever. It's like people spend hours and money creating like you know like stuff to give away, you know, like little keychains, stickers, little pins and stuff. And from there on, it was like, man, I wish I had something to give back. So the other time around, it was, you know, I came out with shirts, you know, a jersey.
The jersey's tough.
The patches, yeah. You know, and I was able to show love back. But yeah, my most memorable experience is meeting the fans for the most part. And they all like came from like different like ages, you know, like, you know, most of them were like our age and even older. You know, people came with their kids, you know, and like
Awesome.
it just shows like everybody like actually like appeals to like all like ranges of like, you know, groups of like, you know, different eras and stuff. So that was like a huge culture shock for me for the most part.
Did you win the giveaway?
The
too?
giveaway from the first time around, no, from the showcase. But the first How Osaka Day one, I won like the send off and like 2 posters.
Oh wow!
So there's a good chance you guys can win stuff in New York. I'm just saying because for the most part, I know there's like a lot of alphas out there, you know, who are just wanting to see XG and stuff. But for the most part, like I don't know, how many people are willing to pay like for 20 albums to get like.
Right? I think Pogi would.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you get a good chance of winning like and stuff. Because I was talking to other people the other day in Bangkok, like this guy won Hinata like twice, like 2 Hinata sign cards and like 2
Gosh.
2 offline meet and greet, like one-on-one talks, right? You know, and he, yeah, so you have a good chance of winning. Like if you guys want to, you know, buy a mini album, most likely you should guys just buy like the cheapest version, you know, so you can get more of it. But
I remember when Pogi won, he was like, yeah. And then the day right before, he was like, we were in Discord and we're like, he's like, I'm getting nervous, guys.
Noted. This is during our Valorant tournament or League tournament. I forgot what tournament we were hosting.
Oh,
Valorant.
I
Or
forgot which.
ARAM.
One
No,
of
it
our
was,
tournament.
no, it was late because I remember Kana was stressed. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 So it was during our league tournament, and I was like, guys, I have to go. Peace. I have to go.
Yeah. But he was nervous. I don't know what to. I was like, do you know what to say? Yeah, and then he started to get a little more nervous.
Yeah, I said this before, but like when I was speaking to Cocona, she's like, I told her, you are my goat. Eminem is you, Eminem, Drake, J. Cole, Biggie. You're number one. I was like, she started laughing, and she's like, did you make this hat? I'm like, yeah. I got so nervous. It was a 50-50 chance I got it wrong.
That's funny.
It was so funny. But you won a 1-on-1 too, right?
Yeah, I won with Harvey.
Nice.
How is that? How is that?
It was funny because like, we're like the suspense of just waiting your turn because you're like looking at the queue line and stuff.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
I was
You
just
only get
waiting.
1 minute.
You only get 1 minute. You got to make those 1 minute count. Like every second count, right? So I think the first thing I did was like my dog was like next to me, so I picked her up and I just like hold her in front of the
Oh.
It's the first time she's seen. And after that, I just said like, I'm super proud of you, and like I'm excited to see you guys again when you come to the States and all that. And she was very thankful. It was funny because she looked at me, she's like pointing at me like she knows me. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, when you come to TXG and stuff, they're really good at like recognizing people, even from far away. Like their vision is crazy. They can see like if you have a sign that says something, they can read it like, far away. They're very like attentive, and they do like know their fans for the most part. If you talk to them in the app or just say stuff online, they see it.
Yeah.
And that's like my first like ever experience. Like, oh, these girls are popular, but they're also like down to earth, and they actually pay attention to the fans, and everything that you do for them like matters because they see it. The family see it, the staff sees it, Simon sees it, and the girls see it. So it's like I
remember
support
when
that.
I got a like from Simon. I was like, yeah, Simon likes something.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I was just like, hey, Simon liked my stuff. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. So
Yeah, I think Simon also liked one of our videos too.
yeah, you're saying that. Yeah, he said
Yeah.
he commented right, or
Comment
he
or like, I
or
don't
liked
remember.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So he actually watches it. So
yeah, like XG and the whole company, the whole label, like they look at the feedback. They see all the stuff what people talk about. They see people's reactions and stuff, and see like how we can make this like even better to this or this continue, because part of being in the fandom is also helping them grow. So it's like, it kind of goes back and forth. You get great stuff in return, and they'll do stuff more.
I think it's hard for an artist, right? Especially up and coming. Like you have to
Mhm.
balance that what you want to do to what you're, catering to your fans a bit,
Yeah.
right? Because you're gonna have this. There's gonna be a time when you're gonna be able to do something maybe no one expected, right? And then people
Mhm.
like it, and then there are gonna be times when you're gonna be like, okay, we gotta give the fans what they want a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So, and that comes with all the fandom, with anything, right?
Yeah.
Here's a question I wanted to ask: is like, what's the closest thing to your fandom? And this is for all you guys, to fandom that you have for XG beforehand. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like of course
I'm
it's
a fan
not
of
the
something
level. Like
beforehand.
obviously for you, it's for AJ. Obviously it's not the level that it is right now for XG. But what was the closest thing you think? Like the second closest. Like what artist made you almost be like, like you would go to their concert, you would buy their merch, kind of thing.
So
you look forward to
before that, I wasn't like huge into like any type of groups before then.
Okay.
Other than there was this group that I grew up listening to in high school. It's a Japanese group called M-Flow, and they did a lot of music. They pioneered most of like a lot of genre breaking, incorporating hip hop into different genres and stuff.
Yeah.
But they were only like in Japan, because when it comes to the music scene, like Japan is pretty much like they don't really expand outside the States.
Yeah.
So the one time they came to the States was in Anime Expo in LA.
Oh no.
Yeah. They had a whole like artist thing going on at a concert outside of the crypto arena. Yeah, they were one of the artists leading it, and I got to see them twice in the year, and I got to meet with Japanese fans who are also like older fans too, because their generation is like 2000s. So there was like some hardcore fans out there, and I got to like talk and meet up with them, and yeah, I got to see the artist like in person, like, and actually got to talk to him firsthand. But other than that, like, I don't really like, I don't know, I never idolized like anybody, like.
Yeah.
Other than
It's
that,
not like
it's not a thing. I would idolize more like an athlete than artists and stuff.
Artists,
you know,
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Part of me, like, you know, Dwayne Wade or LeBron James, man, like,
Yeah.
I would be like struck. Like, I don't know what to say, you know. But, like, you know, Bogey meets Kevin Durant, you know.
Yeah.
Pogi, what about you?
The closest things to XG is probably Backstreet Boys.
Ooh.
Oh.
Really?
I mean, I don't go crazy over Drake. I love his music and whatnot. I love J. Cole a lot, but like never to a point where I would watch other people's reactions and stuff and like analyze it. But I think Backstreet Boys is because like I would have Nick Carter's haircut at back in the day.
Hey.
And go to like the news when they do like what news thing USA Today, whatever, I forgot. Whatever news is in the morning where they perform, my mom and I would go.
Like
that's
Today
awesome.
or
the Daily Show, whatever.
Or morning show,
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America, yeah. Good Morning
Morning.
America, yeah. But like music wise, like nah, I don't really like. Yeah, athlete probably, but not like music. Yeah. XG is probably the first.
Yeah.
Now it's BINI too. XG and BINI now right now.
Oh, why is that?
No, it's just, I don't know.
What about you, Gilly?
Oh, I feel like it's
because I know you're a fan of a lot.
Yeah, I know. That's
you're
a hard
a fan
question
of a
for me.
lot. But like, what was the closest thing to like XG fandom that you had? Thinking?
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or like,
or what's
like,
her name? You always meet.
Madison Beer?
Yeah, Madison.
Yeah.
You've gone to a lot of her concerts.
Dude,
are you subbed to her channel, by the way?
Huh?
Are you subbed to her
Bro,
channel?
Twitch subs are expensive these days, guys. Like, bro, it's
well,
like
you got
$10.
a free one. Yeah, you got a free one every month.
It's $10, guys, for a sub now for Canadians, basically, right? Right?
That's
Bob?
crazy.
$8.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
$8 plus tax. So
times are tough. Yeah.
Times are tough.
Continue.
But, you know, if she has the concert, I'm gonna try and make it. But I tried to get VIP for Toronto, and it's sold out right away.
Dang.
So I'm like,
Madison Beer.
yeah. And then they had some in Montreal, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to Montreal. So then I just bought like a flight, and then I just flew over there for the concert.
I remember that. We were like on Discord. You're like, where are you?
I told these guys, I'm nervous, yo.
Yeah, why do I hear little girls behind you?
Oh man.
And then I guess Olivia Rodrigo too. The first concert, bro, even the tickets were like hella like sold out quick, and it was a smaller venue before. I think it was only like a couple thousand. It was like a concert hall. That's why. So I had to buy last minute tickets, and then I got good seats, but it was definitely worth it. But I did miss the first day, and the first day had Avril Lavigne as a guest.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's good.
You know what doesn't sell out? A sub.
What?
That doesn't sell out a sub.
Bro,
Twitch
that's
sub.
$10, bro.
But a flight, a ticket, dude.
I don't know if you guys noticed. Have you been getting a lot of ads lately on Twitch?
I hate it.
Oh yeah.
I have Nitro, so
it's my turn off, bro.
Like before, you used to get like 1 or 2 ads, like short ads.
No,
But
you get
sometimes
those.
I'd be getting like ads that are like 1 of 8. I'm like,
One
huh?
of 8. Yeah, I hate those. And like you refresh to see if you can change it, and it starts from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just ruined it.
It
Yeah.
ruins my Twitch experience. That's why I'm barely on Twitch anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back then, I used to sub a lot to a lot of people. Back when it was like $5, and I don't know if it was like flat, but it was like $5. Yeah, flat. So just imagine $10 times like 8 people. That's $8 a month.
Oof.
Bro, I used to sub a lot, bro.
I used to too, man.
I was
Wait,
I was at the 25s or 30s at least.
Oh my gosh! wait.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Poogie,
I was an
Poogie
Oiler.
is subscribed to. See, he's subscribed to Twitch in general.
Yeah.
He's just
Oh,
How could they do that to me?
what's your streak at now with the quarter jade? What's it at now?
Oh, I'm still number 1. I don't know what number.
oh.
Was
I'm
it
still
like
number 1.
60?
No, it's like I think it's like
60 months?
80
70?
something.
83 months or something? Damn.
I'm
that's
her number
only
1 sub.
100.
I'm her first sub.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna
Yeah.
cancel it until I die.
There's actually
Damn.
news recently that this guy had to, I don't know if he was like file for bankruptcy or like he was in like
I heard
crippling
about
debt
this.
because he got so like addicted to gifting subs.
Oh, that's
Damn.
crazy.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like he maxed out a credit card and then he would have to use another credit card, and he said like the power of giving subs and like getting like the feedback of giving subs gave him so much energy or something like that.
So much happiness.
Like so much happiness.
Oh man.
I
But
wish you could do that for me.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's crazy, right? Because most people like gift like what 5 subs sometimes. That's like
But
25
is it
That's rough
crazy
now.
when you buy how many albums?
It's almost the same thing, right?
Yeah,
Damn.
I was about to
If you
say.
think about it.
You can't.
Oh, but at least you get a physical item that you can resell. You can't resell subs.
But
True.
it's the same. You get the same
True.
feeling though.
You get the same feeling, but
Never.
there's still return value. There's return value.
Yeah, you get photo
There
cards.
Yeah, photo
Oh, that's
cards.
true. Photo cards.
Yeah,
You get photo card.
maybe, but
I'll show you
still
guys next
though,
time.
I still. It's,
You get photo cards. Like
Yeah.
you get photo
There's
cards.
value to those.
Wow.
man. There's value
There
to
is
photo cards.
Yeah, you know, I keep it all like I everything's together.
Yeah. Do you know the one photo card could cost 10 albums? You know that? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon days now, but with photo cards.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a Cocona K-Con card, and I think that was like $300 or $200. I'm like, okay, I can't get it.
Oh, from KCON LA?
I think so. I think that's the one. I forgot which one it was, but yeah.
Dude, I gave away my signed Hinata one
You're a good man.
to a fan to the community and stuff because she was a huge like, Hinata fan. So I'd rather just give this to
Yeah, good man. Good man.
someone who would appreciate it a lot more. I had it for a
Yeah.
while. I'm like, man, this is awesome. Like having a signed card that how many people have. But at the end of the day, it's like, I could
there
sell it.
Is
But
there different sign cards? Is there like digitally signed and there's like actually like marker signed?
I think that one was marker signed, but I think now the ones that they're giving on the First World Tour are all digitally signed.
Oh,
They're still worth a lot. They're still worth like hundreds and stuff.
ooh.
That's crazy.
And there's a good chance you can get it. I'm just saying, just
This guy really wants me to get more albums.
Yeah. I'm not getting paid to say this, but
Are you sure you're not sponsored by them?
but if they wanna if you wanna
not
let me sponsor them.
sponsored. We're not sponsored. Not
Wait,
at all.
AJ, who's your bias though?
Chisa. Chisa's my bias.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think
Gil-
Me
from the
too.
beginning of Shooting Star, the moment she like started singing, that's what got me hooked. Like right away. I don't know what it was. It was just
Don't
I
get
think-
biased.
yeah.
I think for me, like you can see a little bit of Chisa in me, right, Pogi?
No.
Oh, okay. But what really got me is that they had the interview and Vaughn and Pogi were reacting to it,
Mhm.
and they were asking about like their favorite show, and then she was like Gossip Girl. I'm like, dang yo,
That was it.
That was it.
that was it. Sealed the deal.
How about you, Vaughn? Bias for people who don't know.
Mine bounces between two.
Who was the number one?
At first, it was Jurin. Then it would bounce to Hinata, and it just goes between them two.
Yeah.
like the one thing with Jurin is like, I just like I respect her leadership. Like she's like boss. Like remember when she did the cipher? I was like, damn girl, that presence. It's just. But after I remember after watching the actually documentary though, Hinata was like my spirit animal. Like she's like I get her. Like if we hung out, we could I can tell we can hang out.
Really
like,
relate to each other.
We we could just be chill, right? Like that. I just like her chill vibe. That's I think that was the one thing with Hinata was like her chill vibe. That was.
I don't know if I could actually choose one. Actually, I changed my mind.
Oh, here we
That's
go.
crazy.
Yeah, like like Bond brought up, he switched between two. I'm like, he's kind of right. Like Jared's really good at like sports, like snowboarding, skateboarding. I don't know. I can't choose, yo.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's one bias and like 6 bias records. So like, it's just like all of them are just good in each way, and they all have like. There's always something you can say like good for each one of them.
Oh yeah, for each one. Like you would like just to meet one, I'd be like, hey, cool. It's like whatever, right? Like
yeah.
So
mine's still Cocona. She's the beast.
Yeah, your favorite rapper of all time.
Favorite rapper, bro.
She is killing it. Like with her whole new like look and stuff.
Yeah, man. When she shaved her head, I was just like, damn, girl.
Yeah, we were watching videos with the community. They were watching 3 Meals. I'm like, this is the same person. Like, like she has hair. Like, like
yeah.
And now it's like on, and she's like owning it. Literally owning it. Like within like the whole idol industry right now. Like currently right now, I think she's owning that look. Like if you think of
I wonder how Simon proposed it. Because it's gotta be a Simon idea to an extent, right?
So
like,
it was.
I wonder how he proposed. Oh,
so according to the so the parents talked about it during Japan. So the whole thing was she's always been wanting. Well, she had her hair like shaven before, so she wasn't really new to it. But now since she's an idol, it was brought up to Simon, but it wasn't the right time to do it. Within their song releases and stuff, it didn't really match up to the concept. So when Woke Up came out, that was like, all right, here's the green light, like. This would match perfectly with it.
Yeah.
And the parents like fully supported it, and they just went through it.
Oh yeah, she's like I remember seeing like models on like fashion magazines and stuff, and they shave their head, and they're like, you know what, that works, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that when you see it on Cocona, you're like, that actually works. Like, like it actually like. Well, obviously they were on the covers of magazines, right? So like and stuff. So it's like I was kind of like, okay, that I dig this.
Yeah, but to be like the youngest one in the group to do something that big is like, huge impact. And
I remember seeing the video. Everyone's like, they're like cheering her on and stuff.
Yeah,
but they're also kind of like, wow.
Only one take.
Yeah, one take.
Only one.
That was me. Oh.
Or the camera guy's like, oh, I didn't record.
No.
Or it doesn't happen. They're professionals over there.
Yeah,
dude. Oh my god.
And what's so cool about it is like other groups, like other like K-pop groups and stuff, they would see it and be like, man, she's cool. Like I wish I could do it, but they wouldn't let me do it.
Management would be freaked out.
They get she gets so much respect from other artists for doing that.
That's right. She's so different, man.
They're different.
Baking brownies, crazy. They could do whatever.
Yeah, that's their main thing now. They can do whatever they want, make it look cool. Like,
gotta respect Simon's management style. Yeah, so
his vision is coming to fruition.
Yeah.
Did they play Something Ain't Right in the first Howl or no?
For the first time they did in Manila, and then they did last night in Bangkok. So
I wonder if that's why they're going back to Japan, right? They added the extra shows in Japan, right?
Yeah,
I
my
think that's
initial thought was, they were gonna end around like December and stuff and do like an encore tour, just to close off the tour. But now they're like, we're gonna continue until next year. We're gonna ride this until the
Oh
next
my
year,
God.
up
That
into
was the
our
mini
third
album.
up into our third anniversary. I'm like, what? You're gonna get the whole like mini album by that time. So
You know what?
A new set list.
They're
Yeah.
young. They got the energy to travel. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it gets hard for artists the older they get, right?
yeah. But that's the
oh,
wild thing.
life happens, right?
That's the wild thing.
Go ahead.
From like starting off New DNA, right, up into the tour, they have to like constantly put out stuff and continue to go on tour for the company to grow, the label to grow. Because just recently they stopped Avex, like stopped giving them like the support that they need, the financial support they needed, because at first they just did it to kickstart them to put them out there, but now they're good enough to do things on their own independently. So yeah, these girls are working super hard, because when we found out Something Ain't Right was recorded between Osaka and Yokohama within that week,
That's
that is
Yeah.
crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm out here having vacation, going going around Shibuya buying woke up albums and stuff.
And they're working. and they're working.
And they're out there on set, where they film like Alice in Borderland,
Yeah.
doing that woke up, not woke up, Something Ain't Right set. These girls are working, man.
Yeah.
That's a busy lifestyle right now, man. And
Yeah.
I respect it.
Well-
All the traveling, it adds up to it too. So
Yeah.
respect to it.
Yeah, I
Well,
can't
you gotta-
imagine.
You got to fight, right? Like, there's so many. There's, probably we notice it just because we follow now the Asian kind of music scene and everything.
Mhm.
But there's so many groups. There's
Yeah.
so much music coming out there. You got to fight for your space. You got to fight, for your, for the attention of, of fans, because there's only so much budget to go around. Like, really,
Yeah.
like, you can't really be like, you can kind of be a fan of maybe two, but like the amount
hard.
of merchandise, the price of merchandise, price of albums,
Yeah.
especially for North America, coming from overseas, you got customs and duties and all that jazz. That's a whole other issue. But yeah, it's like you gotta fight for that space, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of amazed that they were fighting in the Korean space, right?
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, that's a tough space. There's so many labels, like big labels and groups that you got to fight with for airtime,
Yeah.
for attention. So you got to give them just their little story, like their underdog story.
Yeah, I still consider
really.
them as underdogs though, because within that realm of being a boy group and girl group, like there's so many groups that are going on world tours right now, and it's all about the timing when it comes to like when you want to do your concerts, and also when you want to release their music and stuff too. Not to say they're competing against the Korean industry anymore, because I think they broke through from that. They're doing their own thing, so you can't really compare them as much as anymore. Other than like, just them being on promotion, when it comes to music shows and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a whole like logistics side to it. It's like a whole strategic, like, this is what we have to do in this cycle in order to be more successful, and yeah, for us being fans, that's a very expensive thing to do, man.
Wait, speaking of like merchandising, did you buy all the attachments for the light stick for each
No.
one? Oh,
I mean, the ones with the photocards, yes, but not like the charms, not the.
oh, okay,
yeah. Yeah, that's a while. I saw someone who has like all 7 like on his light stick. I'm like, damn,
oh
dude,
my
like,
gosh.
it's a freaking
That must be
wild.
heavy. The chain's not light.
Yeah, it's
Yo, the
crazy.
receipt looks like a freaking Costco list, bro.
Oh, was it that
Yeah.
guy? Yo, it's probably that guy.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But the last thing, I kind of like I like how they did Woke Up though. It kind of like brought other communities into their music too. The
Mhm.
rap community,
Yeah.
Like watching like rap reactors reacting to their music was so freaking cool to me.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
like I would never expect like a certain person to react to their music, and
Mhm.
I don't know. To me, that was amazing. Like strategically, so perfect. Oh no,
Yeah. I knew from the start like it was gonna be like I was like nervous at first when they were saying like, oh, this is gonna be a whole all rap album, right? So this is like a
yeah,
whole new thing that they're gonna dive into. That's hopefully gonna hit or miss. Because Simon was like
Right.
saying like, you know, we hope people who are fans of hip hop appreciate this track. So yeah, they really went in on that, and I would say this is the biggest impact they made of this year, just since
Yeah.
releasing that track, because that opened up so many doors for them to like, you know, to be seen like throughout the whole world. So
right.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
also allowed them to break through to even the gaming community because of the collab with Valorant as well, right? Right after a couple months.
Yeah.
Bro, when I
Yeah.
heard that news, bro, I was ready to play Valorant
Yeah, me too.
for 12 hours.
Me too.
But you know what? I do find that I remember I was watching the chat. I was like, there is a lot of XG fans, even in Twitch. Like I remember, I forgot who was. I think Diana was playing XG. Oh
Mhm.
hi Diana, and
Oh, hi,
people were
Diana.
like, "Oh XG, let it on," and they were talking about it, and I was like, "Oh okay." Like it's not like it's not like Valorant introduced. I think it was just there because of the
Mhm.
gamers. You know, they probably noticed that they were playing XG on their Twitch
Reaching out to
channels
the
and
rap
stuff.
community, the gaming community, bro. What's next, bro? Seriously, like I'm still waiting for a rap, not rap, a rock song, like legit. Give me, like
That's
a
the one
Paramore
thing
like
we're like,
song. Give it to me. I'm
Yeah.
waiting.
Like
They
punk
could do
rock?
it.
all,
Punk rock. Yeah, they could do
Oh,
it.
okay.
They could do it.
every reaction we've
Okay.
had, we were always at the end.
What's next?
We're waiting for the rock, rock song, Simon. We want the rock song.
It's
Yeah.
legit. Everything they're doing is always different, right? They have
Yeah.
like it just sounds different. It's a different genre, and I want my rock song. Like I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that. But
Oh, here's my okay. Here's my last last question though. AJ, what's your next up and coming right now on your radar as far as following the Asian music right now?
Right now it's just still XG. You know,
Yeah.
World
But has
Tour
something you noticed
sure.
on the side a little bit? Just
on the side.
you're kind of like, oh, this group might be.
I'm getting into the BINI hype because Poggy talks about it so much.
Yeah. Okay.
So
all right.
yeah, I'm gonna start getting into that. You know,
Yeah.
I've been showing my parents that too.
we should make some. We should make a Discord.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were talking about that, right?
We should call it like the. No, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, we should do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my. Anything last? Anything last for you, Gilly?
I think that's it. But AJ, is there any shout outs you want to do? Like your socials?
Hey, shout out to you guys for inviting me over here. You know, I've known you guys for a pretty long time, watching your reactions.
You going to TwitchCon this
No.
year? Oh,
it was a yes at first, and then that was like a no. Like
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
We'll see each other in New York.
New York.
Mm.
New York's the plan.
New York.
At my house. There'll be maybe lobster again.
Oh,
I mean, you guys don't know. AJ came here at during his birthday, and my parents legit got him lobster. Legit.
Yeah. I slept in
I
his
don't get
basement.
lobster. Yeah, he slept in my basement, so
It was a really nice basement, dude.
yeah.
But-
So
That means he's gonna be in their video then.
Yeah.
I'll be making the video. We'll be making a video of some sort. Sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try my best to get there. You know, Atlanta is my number one still because I have the VIP for that one. But New York, since New York is like a couple days after, and I'll be there.
free housing for me, dude.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. But hopefully I can make it to Vegas and San Francisco before too. If not, I'm just gonna have to find a way to sell my tickets. But other than that, yeah, thanks GNL for having me over. And
thank you for coming.
Yeah, shouting out the space station. our our biggest XG community out here. We're super fun. We stay up super late at night. All around the world, we have people from the Philippines, people from Europe, people from here. We're all just doing the same thing. It's just to support XG, and everyone is welcome. You guys are welcome. Other than that, that's all I got.
I've been hanging out with y'all lately, so it's pretty fun listening to you guys, and the whole corned beef situation too. Gotta talk.
What was this about
We'll talk after recording. But yeah, corned beef.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm closing out.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
So thank you guys for watching this episode with AJ. We'll be having a video next week with a different special guest. And if you guys want to see more content, please check out the Goodnight Legion in the description below. And until next time, peace.
Peace.
Later, Alphas.
Well, that concludes our talk for this week's episode. But what will happen next week? What secrets will come out? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Until next time, yours truly, OMG Gossip Gilly.